We been hanging outside, ain't going in. Yeah.
Alright, back outside or we inside? Who we inside with, man?
Hey, this C Closet, man. This little C, man, big C, you know.
The biggest.
The biggest. The
Alright,
biggest
man.
in it.
I like to pop this thing off like this. How is your mental health?
My mental health right now, I'm stable. I'm coping. I'm good. I'm blessed.
For sure. How you stay blessed, man? How you get these people some partners on how you stay on the up and up, you know?
I just try to stay motivated, you know, and I try to, you know, invest my time in things that, you know, that I like to do. And fashion is one on, and I take pride in what I do. So that's how I keep a level head like that.
All right, let's get into it, man. Tell these people where we at, man. You know.
Hey, man, we in Macon, Georgia, Bibb County, Fort Salmate, Macunga, I don't know, man, Murder City, whatever you want to call it. Fort Salmate, man, Macon.
All right, so this is my first entrepreneur on the platform. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So we just gonna dive into some things, man. Like give them a little, you know, background of who you is, like how you got started, but way before you started being an entrepreneur, and then give me your mindset and then diving into that.
Okay. Well, you know, I grew up on the west side of Macon, Unionville, Daffodil Street to be exact. You know, I went to Southeast High School. I graduated with my class 2000. Shout out Southeast Warriors. Basically, man, growing up all my life, I played basketball, and my mama used to make me go to church. So, you know, I was singing in the choir, and that's when I found my gift, you know, and find out I could sing and stuff like that. And I always could write, so I used to write music in my little pad or whatever. And I really started out doing music. First it was basketball, then it was music, and music was my passion for a long time. I ran into some people when I was like 17, Dollar Hood Records. I got introduced to Sonny Spoon through his wife Asada at the Unionville gym, and I sung for him. Well, I sung for her, and she told him about me, and so he came up there to meet me, and I sung one of my songs I wrote out my pad to him, and he was like, "Boy, you talented, boy, you fire." So he was like, you know, he took me to the studio, and that when I met D Banks and Trash Schematics, and there's a lot of other guys who I met up with, and yeah, man, that's how I popped off with the music thing.
All right,
pretty much, yeah.
So pretty much just diving into it, like you came from the church and you got into the singing, and then you started making music. What happened to where, like, you know what I'm saying, do you currently still make music? That's a question. And if you're not currently still making music, what happened, you know what I'm saying, that time frame that makes you just say, man, let me switch it up right quick?
Okay, so yeah, I ain't really in the studio as we speak, but I do got a project that I recorded that I haven't released yet, but you know,
why you holding it for the people, man?
I know, right?
Like, this is,
So,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got some songs that I can put out right now and probably do something, but I just ain't been focused. I just ain't the type of person that'll do something and half-ass do it. You see what I'm saying? If I was to do music, I want to be 100% involved with it. You know, just like I am with the entrepreneur stuff I do now. So, but yeah, man, basically, yeah, I did at 17 years old. I was in the studio every day. Like, that was my passion.
Man,
you know, in the studio. And I made my first album. That little tablet I was telling you about that I wrote all them songs.
Yeah.
I pretty much, me and Trash Schematics, he was my producer back then. And me and him just sit in the studio and vibe, man, and come up with these songs. I mean, you know, come up with the beat to match the song, and we just came up with an album. And I put my album out, like.
Where can they find this album?
You can go to YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify, all that. It's on there.
Okay. What name these people need to type in to find that album?
Everybody know me as Lil C, Chancellor.
Is that the artist name, Lil C?
Yeah, Lil C. Yeah.
Okay.
Back
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
I ain't Lil no more, but back then I was Lil. But yeah, I was Lil C. So yeah, man, I had a song called Thug Love,
Mm-hmm.
and it was on the radio down here in Macon, and it was all over the southeastern region.
What year was this?
It was like 04.
04.
Yeah.
So you been like,
Oh yeah,
that was hot. That was a hot time then, man.
Yeah. But
Gee. Let's get into this. I know I'm probably jumping far, but how we go from that and then go into reaching the Billboard, man?
basically, man, we was just testing the water with the album. We were just putting out songs. I think my hit record was my third record I put out. You know what I'm saying? First record we put out was Saturday. The second record we put out was called Tonight. And then that third record was Thug Love. And what I want to say is, like, when you got a hit record, you don't have to call the radio station. Like, the radio station will call you. Like, people will reach out to you.
That's a fact.
If you got a hit, you know what I'm saying? Like, folks was hitting me up, like, come up here to the radio station. And they had me on the countdown. Like, my song, like, #1 on the Billboard. Not the Billboard, but on the radio station. Like, 92.3, 97.9, 107. I had #1, like, for 4 or 5 weeks. Yeah.
I mean, that's a big accomplishment, dog, because, like, that's tough back in the day, because it was it was too much emotion going on.
Like, we ain't had the internet.
These are months of, like, the what we got legends now, like the Jeezys, the Gucci's, and around that time, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, speaking of which, man, I got a song with Jeezy.
No, we gonna dive into. I got some questions about that. All right, so we gonna set it up though. All right, so getting your first Billboard hit, man. How we even like? What was your thinking process behind recording that song though? Like, what made you record that song? And then did you know when you recorded it that it was going up?
I felt like the song had a lot of potential. You know what I'm saying?
But you might think every song feel like every song.
Yeah, I thought Saturday was a hit.
You feel me? Like,
everybody did.
What was different about that one though?
That Thug Lord just had that. I don't know. If you can get the females, you can get the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like,
simple.
It's simple. Like, that's the formula. That was the formula. Like, if you can get the females, the intrigue into what you got going on, then the fellas gonna come behind it. So, you know, I'm quite sure a lot of people made babies out that song.
That's tough. Come on, now talk about
it. I think that's a baby maker.
Come on, man, talk about it.
Yeah. So yeah, if y'all on YouTube, on Apple Music, whatever, put that Chancellor, Lil C, Thug Love, and check it out.
Yeah, it's tough. All right, so jumping into it, man. Being in the music industry, we'll put it like this: what artists have you like connected with that had some status, and did any of those artists help you in your journey?
I had a few.
Music.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Being around Sunny Spoon really put me in that light and put me around people that really, motivated me. And my first interaction was he took me to Keith Sweat house one time.
Hold up, man.
Up in Atlanta.
Hold up.
Yeah, I ain't lying.
How
bro.
you get? All right, so they take it back. They take a step back. You jumping to Keith Sweat. That's a legend.
Yeah.
How you even digesting this at the time?
Like I was saying, like I'm a writer. You know what I'm saying? I can write music.
Right.
Too. You know, that's a skill too. You know what I'm saying? If you can write, then you can write songs for other people, and you can get paid for that.
That's tough.
So that's what we were doing. So I mean, even when I was like 17, 18, writing songs. So I was just like, submitting songs to different artists, trying to get them
see what's gonna stick.
Sing my song. You know what I'm saying? And then I got a song with Phil Mob.
Okay.
Actually, the remix to Thug Love.
Oh,
I got Smoke from Phil Mob on that.
Okay, that's still legendary. They Phil Mob is legendary.
Yeah. So when the song did so well, we went back and said, hey, we're gonna do the remix. And then Smoke used to come to the studio all the time. Him and Sean J. And Smoke jumped on that thing, man. And that's how that happened. And also Jeezy. Back then he was Lil J. Running around the streets.
Before. You know
what I'm saying? Them boys running around the streets and making it. They hit me up one night. They were like, hey, C, come on here to the studio and drop a hook for me, bro. we got Spoon and Jeezy. They trying to lay one. So I came up there, and they were doing the remake of Dave Hollister.
Mm-hmm.
That scene you remind me of.
Right.
But they said, like, I want you to take this song and make it a street record. You know what I'm saying? Make it like a street hit. So I was like, seeing you remind me. I was like, I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. But anyway, if you go and listen to it, it's on Jeezy's Soft and Hard and Salt album.
Real talk.
It's called The Game. We shot a video. It's a video for it too. You can go on YouTube.
Oh, that's tough.
Me, Spoon, and Jeezy, yo, The Game.
Let
man.
these people know, man. You ain't to be played with. Like you got some stuff out here, man.
I done put my work in.
Come on,
you know,
man.
when I was young and I was into it and I was passionate about it. Yeah, I put a lot of work into the music. You know.
Any other artists you connected with after them in the comments?
I got a chance to work with Lenny Williams. I don't know if y'all know who that is. He got that song, "Girl, You Know I."
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah, I worked with Lenny Williams. I wrote him a song. I don't know what album he put it on, but I did write him a song. Who I'm gonna say? T.I.
Ooh,
I did a hook on Sunny Spoon album.
I keep hearing this Sonny Spoon name. Who?
Hey,
For the people who don't know, because I don't know, who is Sonny Spoon,
Hey,
man?
Sunny Spoon is from Macon, Georgia. He had the song "Dirty Bird" back in the day when the Falcon was doing their thing.
Right.
He had that song "Dirty Bird." That's how he came up. Like,
Is he an exec, a producer now? Like what?
He's actually incarcerated right now.
Oh, okay.
He in the federal penitentiary right now. But
at the time, was he like a manager or?
Nah, he was actually just like my mentor. Like,
okay.
You know, I was just a little young dude. He seen potential in me, and he just put me up under his wing. And pretty much like everything he did, everywhere he went, he took me with him, and that's how I got in a relationship with other people.
All right, now you could dive back into the Sonny Spoon had you do something. You were saying before I had asked you who Sonny Spoon was.
Oh yeah, Sonny Spoon, man, he just was like a big brother to me. That's why I just, I got a lot of respect for him.
Right.
He put me in a lot of rooms.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Some people like to hold they nuts. You know what I'm saying?
I don't hate.
So it cool, like it cool for him to like even put you in them rooms because he an artist too, right?
Exactly. Yeah, he's an artist, yo.
Big time. You know what I'm saying?
Man. He got songs with a lot of artists like 8-Ball, MJG, CeeLo Green. I ain't get a chance to work with them, but he did, and yeah, it just a lot of art. We was one of the first, I say, out of Macon. We done had the most. I want to say features with
the big
big artists, big industry artists back then. When it went on internet, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? When you really had to spend that money.
Yeah, you had to break something off.
Come out here and do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, this legendary. This big time right here. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no gang. Like,
come on.
Them folk were really like what it cost to shoot a video now.
Oh, boy, I already know, bro.
It's
cheap. It used to be like 10 bands, 100 bands. Like, it used to be going crazy with the video.
This him, man.
It's different now.
Shot real life video.
I can shoot a video for $10 now.
I swear, like, yeah. But,
with
man,
nothing, boy.
But moving on, man. I put my album out in 2004, and it did good. But it
no, hold on. I got to set you up. You know what I'm saying?
Say no more.
I got to set you up. All right, so being in the industry, man, how many songs have you wrote for other artists, and how many did you send off, and what landed?
I did. I submitted a few songs to Missy Elliott and Keith Sweat. Back then, I was just shopping. My manager was helping me shop around. Shout out D Banks, Dwayne Banks. He was CEO Dollar Hood Records. He pretty much, he sat me down in a lot of rooms too. But actually I think the only one that actually made somebody's album was probably the one with Lenny Williams.
Okay.
And that was probably about it. Oh, I had a country artist I was working with, a white girl called Amy Bess. I wrote her whole album.
Whoa.
So yeah.
You stepping in all the
I
genres.
stayed in the studio with her about 2 months, and me and her locked in. And
are you getting compensation from these? You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, we were getting compensation.
What was it lucrative? Like you felt like I got what I needed?
It was always business. I'm a businessman. I always been business minded. Well,
Does it? I put it like that. Does it pay to write for people, or does it pay to do it yourself? Like it be your song.
I think the writer make more money. I mean, if the song a hit, the writer might make just as much money as the artist, or even more.
Talk about it.
If you got your paperwork right, you know, a lot of people out here, you know, taking beats off the internet, rapping on top of them, and or they might, you know, and then 1,000 people using the beat. But I think it's better when you purchase your beat and you write your own song and you sign up with BMI and you make sure you get the compensation for what you're doing.
That's right.
I think you should 90%. The music being in 90% business and 10% music to me. That's why when you ask me, I ain't putting no music out, cause I know if I ain't gonna put all my all into it, I ain't gonna even waste my time.
I mean, it's very understandable.
But yeah, man, I did a lot. I'm leaving making out, bro. I'm leaving making out with
Talk
features.
about it. Come on.
Like I did some song with Lock Dog, Peter Weestraw, Roster Boy, Champ Boss Bailey. I can't even think of everybody right now, but yeah, I done work with a lot of different people from Macon artists. Macon got a lot of talent.
Yeah, Macon got
talent.
talent undiscovered. A lot of undiscovered talent down here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Warner Robins too. I think we like one of the same. Like we in the same little borough.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Put like that. Diving into your albums, man. How many albums did you actually release? And then break down the ones that you did release and what was the thinking behind them.
Man, my whole career, bro, I only put out one album that hit, like, that was in stores, and
right.
I really got, recognition of was that Thug Lord album I put out back in 2004.
Okay.
And, I tried to get back motivated and put out a couple of EPs and stuff like that, but it didn't really do what that album did.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I didn't really get the feedback like I did on that first album.
With your album dropping, did you receive like, a substantial amount of residuals from the albums, or how that worked out?
Hey man,
as far as like sales,
I got some show money,
Okay, how much was you charging for a show?
I mean, back then, I can remember doing show $500.
Right.
I can remember doing show. The most I ever got paid for a show was like $5,000.
What? Like, how far did you stretch out? Like,
I was in. I got flew out to Oklahoma.
Did they know your record out of
Tulsa, Oklahoma? Yeah, they knew my record.
Your record that crazy.
Yeah, my record was getting played on the whole southeastern region.
Man.
So that mean like the whole southeastern region was on the radio station.
At big time.
That record was getting played.
At big time.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like they were trying to put the face with this song. Like, who is this singing this Thug? Like, who the hell?
Right, come on, man.
Who the fuck? Like, yeah, it was like that. So when I flew out there, man, I swear it was like a movie. Like, I could just tell this story like yesterday. Like, when I got to Tulsa, Oklahoma, man.
Yeah.
Them folk treated me like a celebrity out there. Like,
you was, man. You got
yeah.
I
mean, like,
come on, don't downplay.
So I was just I wasn't embracing it like that. Cause I was just young, having fun. You see what I'm saying? I was just having fun. And I used to love to sing. I wasn't scared. I ain't never been scared to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just get up there and do my thing. But yeah, it was like when I got there, man, they picked me up in a limo. They took me to when I got to the hotel, they came back, picked me back up in the limo, took me to the club. When I get to the club, they got fans outside with my poster. I don't know how the hell my poster get down on. They got posters of me.
That's tough though. Not during this time, like, did you have I know you had a management situation, right?
Yeah.
And I want to explain how you got a manager at way back in the day, because that was like a long time. So explain how you got that manager, because for people who want to get the information, but also explain, was you with a label? And you know what I'm saying, was that
I was with an independent label. I was with some people, like, everything was new to me.
Was it a good deal? Because at that time it was like
I didn't really have to sign that. It was more like family, you know.
That's
and they were showing me everything. I would like learn. I was like in school with that music. Like, they were showing me everything. Like I was telling you, like, getting signed up with BMI. Like, you need to make sure you do that. If you're an artist, you need to copyright everything you do. Like, copyright your lyrics, copyright your name, copyright your everything. a form of copywriting is every time you in the studio and you record your session, you need to have your thumb drive so you can say that.
Right.
That's copywriting right there. You know what I'm saying? Make sure every time you do a session that you copyright your every song you do.
It's dated and stamped.
Cause people still mailing, people still consult, people still everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what you need to make sure you take care of your business on that end. But yeah, they were showing me everything, like everything was in house, so I ain't really have to, like when I got there, Spoon had a manager, which was Vic, and then we got Banks, and then we got Spoon. Like them the three big dudes back then, like over me, like type shit. So I want to just say, I'm gonna look at D Banks like a manager because he was the one investing his money in me. Spoon too, but mostly Banks.
So they believed like you was gonna.
Yeah. They believed in me. Like, they seen something in me. I ain't seeing myself. You know what I'm saying?
You need that. You need that. So what happened to what you feel like? What could have got you to the next level? Did you feel like you got to the next level?
I think I should have. I don't know. We didn't shoot a video for the song back then.
Okay, that's a big one.
It was so much going on. Like soon as I put my album out. See, Spoon came first, and then soon I put my album out, Spoon got locked up. He went to prison back then. Whole another bid, like he got in trouble.
Right.
So that kind of like threw the family off a little bit. Everybody was kind of down, not type shit. But you know, I had that record out, and it did good. But it was like we lost momentum. It's like kind of slowed our momentum up.
Right.
So we kind of lost.
He was the backbone to the whole.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I ain't really putting it out after that.
All right, cool.
I wanted to, but
it just didn't feel.
It just didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So going from that, man, like stepping at this time, you stepping away from music.
Yeah, man.
Like slowing it down.
Like kicking in, where life started kicking in. I got 3 kids, 3 sons, and I had to provide for them.
So how we switching gears, right? We switching gears now. So
switching gears, like
how we providing, like we getting a 9 to 5. Or we,
I had to put the music to the side. I had to get to work. I wanted my own, so I had to get me some money. So I had to figure this thing out. I had to get a job. That wasn't really for me.
Come on now.
But I just started the entrepreneuring thing, man. I always been rest in peace, my mama. I got the game from her, the hustling and the ambition and the figuring out a way, making a way out of no way type mentality. You know what I'm saying? And that what that came, like, start hustling. Whatever I could touch, like whatever I can buy and flip, I did. That's what I did. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you just flipping merchandise.
Like I actually started selling purses and doing the clothes and the, all this stuff until like 2010. I think that when
you was ahead of the game, bro.
Yeah, that when Instagram and Facebook, all that stuff had just hit.
Yeah, like you wait, like yeah.
It had just hit, and I was doing it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro, I was doing that shit out of the trunk. I was popping my trunk, pulling up in the hood, going to the trenches,
right,
going behind the back hallway, wherever I had to go to get the money. You know what I'm saying? It worked for me.
Getting it. So put like this, was you ever flipping sneakers, or it started off? What was the first item that you started? The first
flipping?
Thing
I was selling was CDs and movies.
You the bootleg man.
The bootleg man.
Okay, talk about it.
I was everywhere with it. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna go all the way down to the gristle. Like, all the way down.
That's the first item you start flipping. Hey, that's Tucker. That mean you a real hustler, cause like I remember bootleg mans in the hood. You know what I'm saying? They had all, man, come on now.
I probably made $1 million on bootleg.
Ooh.
I ain't lying. Like, back then.
How you pressing them up? Like, talk about
I had
it. Like,
me a plug. Hey.
I said, you ain't even doing any of the hard work.
I ain't burning nothing. I just buy and flip.
How much you would get them for, and how much you was selling them for?
I'm getting them drunk like $1 a piece. I might do a 3 for $10 shop again.
Dang.
A 5 for $20 don't act funny. I was doing all type of deals. I had whatever. I had the CDs and movies. That's how I came up. Like, I was like, man, fuck a job. I made $1,000 a day. You know what I'm saying? And I know I wasn't making that working no job, so I was just like, shit, this right here, did my job. You know what I'm saying?
So put like that, right? Getting into it, right? So you started selling that. How much money would you say you made from music? Like, do you even know a number that you feel like I made this much from music during my hit? And I had a
honest, man. I ain't really see no money out that Thug Love. You feel me? Even though everybody was like, "That's a hit, it's a hit."
Right.
I ain't see no money out there. You know, I ain't get no money out. I ain't get no check for Thug Love.
So you feel like, okay, I'm making more money than I ever made doing my own entrepreneurship situation.
Yes, sir. I mean, it's hard. Like in music, it's hard to make. Like you can put out a million songs. You can put out a million singles.
I'm knowing.
If you ain't got no hit, that shit ain't gonna do nothing.
It's quiet.
Feel me? Like you gotta get a hit record to take you all over the world, all over the country. If you get a hit record you don't take but one. And then nowadays it don't last long. You see Gorilla, that song, it lasts a little bit.
She trying to come back.
She trying, you know what I'm saying? But it's just like, you got to stay consistent with this shit.
Consistent with it, man.
You got to ride the wave when you get on that bitch. You got to ride that bitch. But yeah, I ain't had the mindset I had back when I was young that I got now. If I had Thug Love now, I'd be out of here.
Oh yeah, man, come on. It's too easy, social media.
Yeah.
You ain't had that back then. You really had to touch the ground.
But yeah, back then it was just different. Yeah, it was different.
All right, so jumping into it, your first item was the CDs, man. Like, what would you say? Like, diving out of the CDs, what else you started selling to where like it got big to the point where like, okay, this is what I need to be doing.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Merch, clothes, shoes, like anything merchandise, like that's what really make money. Like people love to look good. People love for you to make them feel good when you selling it to them. Like I got to get the gap. That what really made me who I am. Like I know how to talk to any Georgia. It don't matter black, white, Puerto Rican. I know I can get with anybody and make them spend money. Like that's what I'm good at.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I done made it this long doing this. That's why I done turned this into a career, because it worked for me. What worked for me might not work for you, but I made it work for me.
That's right.
I stayed consistent with it every day. I put time into it. I put my money into it. I gave it my all, bro. Like whatever it took, I did that shit. Like for real.
That what's up. Hey, so diving into this, right?
Yeah.
From transitioning out of your trunk to getting the storefront, right? How did you make that transition, and why did you make that transition? Because it's way more profitable to just move around yourself and get it and make it happen.
Cause I wasn't trying to make it no career, but I was just doing what I had to do, and just got caught up in some bullshit, and I ended up going to prison for my first time ever.
What year was this?
It was like I got indicted 2016, and
how long you had to do?
I ain't do long. I had a year and a day.
Okay.
The judge gave me a year and a day because my first time getting in trouble, and my record went bad like that. So, yeah, I ended up doing a year and a day.
So how oh, my bad. Go ahead.
When I was locked up, I was just, you know how you be locked up and you just be brainstorming, and you know sometimes God will put you in the wilderness just for you to get closer to Him.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? And basically He was telling me, you know, I got better things ahead for you. You just need to get focused and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, and I had my kids, and people don't know, like, when you out here doing stuff like that, when you out here selling drugs or doing bad shit, like, you don't just affect yourself, you affect the people around you. And I seen how bad that, like, hurt my kids when I got locked up. And that shit made me be like, you know, when I come home, I'm gonna get me a stove, I'm gonna get me some kind of business. Cause I knew I ain't wanna work. Cause I knew working wasn't gonna make the kind of money I wanna make. So I just knew that I need to get out here and figure it out. And that's what I did, man. I got my first store.
Okay.
Within let me see, my mama died 2018. And I got that store in 2019.
And from there, how many stores have you had thus far?
This is my second store. My first store was on Riverside. It did good. It did excellent. It was just too small, you know. But I was doing my thing. Right. People were fucking with me, man. I shout out to Macon.
Cause they know what you got.
They fuck with me, man. They really do fuck with me. So I'm blessed to say that. you know. And then after that, you know, they broke in. I ain't gonna lie, they broke in a couple times.
Lord.
And shit, I guess that was a sign for me to go from over there, and I came here, and that's why I got this store right here, and I had this store right here 2 years, well, 3 years.
Okay. I mean, that big business, man. We in here. You got a lot of drip in here. Yeah, y'all can't see it, but you got a lot of drip in here.
Big business, man. Yeah, man. It worked for me, and they say if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Come on, that's the sauce. Come on, man.
Yeah.
So like, explain to the people, like, how many times did you fail in this business?
Oh man,
before you got on your feet?
Let's talk about that,
because like it ain't just all peaches and cream. Like it's some downfalls. Like give them that downfall, then tell them how you got up out of that.
Look at him, man. I can remember a time I was down in my last band, and I ain't really. And I done paid all my bills, and I ain't got but a band in my name. And I just, some said go all in. Some said go all in, you'll make it back.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, boy, I went in and I made that shit back down there the same day, you know. But it been time, man, I ain't have it, bro. And I don't know. That's why I stay prayed up and put God first. But anytime, like, long as you put the work in and, you know, stay consistent.
That's right.
That shit gonna work. Like, you just gotta stay consistent and believe in yourself, and, you know, try to surround yourself around winners, people who got shit going on, stuff like that. Like, that's how I got to where I'm at. I deal with people who you know, want to see my best interest. You know, I don't really deal with folk who, you know, bullshitting around no more.
Come on.
Like, I try to stay away from them kind of people. I try to gravitate to the people who doing positive things and, you know, stuff like that.
Cause you'll fall in with them.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie.
All together.
Hard time made me, boy. Hard time made me.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yes, sir.
All right, put it like this, man. Give the people some advice, right? For somebody who want to open up a business, like, what's some steps that they need to take? Cause, like, man, like, you came from the bottom with it. Somebody at the bottom right now, like, get them some steps to where, man, I want to open up a meal store. I want to buy some stuff wholesale.
Yeah, whatever.
Like, what avenues they need to take to even get connected with people who sell this stuff wholesale. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yo, man, it's like nowadays with the internet going on, hell, you don't even need a website. You just really post shit. Whatever it is that you selling, sell yourself. You know, sell yourself to people. I sell myself to people. You know, when people see me, I'm always on point. I always got what it is I'm selling. I'm always, you know, selling myself to people. So basically, if you got some money, whatever it is that you think you can sell, I don't know what it can be. It could be anything. Whatever it is that you're interested in. Like, I got another business, which is the extravagant hookah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm always in the club. So I just felt like, shit, I be seeing the hookahs everywhere. I was like, shit, I'm finna get me some.
Business mind, you thinking like a business
and that's a cheap investment.
Right.
You know, you can go on Amazon and buy you some hookahs. Buy you 20 hookahs and spend you about $800 and sell them. You can go to the club one night and make your money back.
You rent them out. You rent them out to the club.
Out. You know, rent them out at the club and make your money back the same night. You know what I'm saying? It's just all about how you look at things, how you go at it. And that's how I look at stuff. That's how I look at life. Like, life a hustle.
Come on.
You know, it ain't got no benefits in it. But, you know, what I do ain't really got no benefits in it. But, you know, you need to make sure you got insurance, stuff like that. But
yeah,
other than that, just invest in yourself, bro. That's what I did.
I mean,
that's what I did.
And that's a big one, because people scared to invest in themselves.
Whatever it is you do, man, just invest in yourself. Just make sure you put that money where it's supposed to be at. Don't buy them shoes. Don't buy them J's. Go buy some. Go buy some milk. Go buy a car. And go flip it. You know what I'm saying? Go buy your little cheap car from the auction.
Yeah.
Buy it for $5, sell it for $10. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is, it's a hustle, man.
That's y'all advice, y'all. Y'all better take that. You take it around with it.
For sure.
All right, so get the people some insight, right? So I see the big chain, man. You got the big C chain on, man. You got the watch. Tell them what kind of watch you busting down.
Cardi. You know,
Bust down Cardi, man. You got the rings on the face. This ain't light. You know what I'm saying? You got that shit on.
You know what I mean?
Get it if you will. Get these people your biggest year on, like, okay, man, this year I was killing it. This whole year, like you had a business for a long time. Like, you got year end.
It's a lot of money out there when you got your own business and you got your paperwork right. You know, you need to get your own Secretary of State. You need to get your EIN number. You know, it's a lot of opportunity out there for people with small business. You got small business loans. When the bank see that you know, making money and you got money coming in, then they quick to, you know,
they
loan you some money.
They quick to for
and
sure.
let you build yourself up. But I'm always say that when somebody give you something, man, make sure you pay your bills on time. Cause credit worth more than money.
Oh, that's a bit.
You know what I'm saying? If you got good credit, then you can walk in more doors than you can with money. You know, you can have $1 million, but you can't go to that lot and buy no car if you ain't got nothing to show how you made that money. You need to have some residual income coming in. That way, you know, you can prove that you make this money to get whatever you want.
Get them your biggest year. Like, what year was you have to say, man, I killed it this
I'm
year.
gonna say, I ain't gonna lie, man. When that PPP shit hit,
they were going crazy.
Like, man, like people have money who ain't never had money before. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
that 2020, man.
It was like, you remember when they had everybody locked up in the crib, like, you can't come outside and all this and that. Like, my store.
You still open?
I'm the only one still
Come
open.
on, man. You
know
still
what I'm saying?
We gotta get it.
But I'm the only one still selling clothes, like mall clothes. I got the drip. You know what I'm saying? So a nigga still throwing house parties and you know, we had fun, man, that whole year. So
how you kept up with demand? Like, if you going that crazy, how you kept up? I know wholesale it take a minute for stuff to come in. How you kept up with demand?
Man, I just, you know, I got my little merchants and stuff I was dealing with. I still had contacts and they still working too, cause they gotta feed their family. So I was just contacting them basically and ordering stuff and making sure I stayed on top of what I was doing.
That's tough, man.
That would I would go back to what I was saying about being consistent. And, you know, it woke me up. You know, I made more money then because the world had changed. It was like everything closed. But these small businesses, that's when we thrive, when everything else closed.
Yeah, what's up?
That was my biggest year, like I say 2018, 2019.
Yeah, that was going to
all the way to now, man. I've been doing good all the way from 2018 to now.
Now, is your stock rising, or is it like up sometimes and it's down sometimes and it's a little bumpy road?
You had your peak, you know, with throughout the year. Christmas time be the best time.
Oh yeah, big time. For sure.
People spend a lot of money around, you know, November, December, January, February, March, April, all the way up in there. And then it might slow down June, July, you know. But around the holiday, man, folks spending that shit.
But tell me this, like, for somebody who got a business, man, and they ain't selling as much as they need to, and they still got to pay their bills, but they don't got the customer flow that they need. Like, what kind of avenues they can take to where, like, they can still pay their bills and still run their business without having to shut down?
I'm gonna tell a person, like, save much money as possible. If you're gonna be an entrepreneur, try to save your money. Try to learn how to save your money. Put it back. You know, if you make 500, put back 2. You know, if you make 1,000, put back 5. Whatever. Just stack your bread. Like, that's on the way. Cause when the hard time come, you'll have your little money. You can go make another investment and keep going. That's what really I know how to manage money. I've been doing this shit 15 years. I've been learning how to manage my money.
That's a long time, 15 years. Get on the game.
Yeah, I've been doing this and shit, I might be. Yeah, I'm 15 years in with hustling.
Yeah, so get on the game.
I ain't had a job in 15 years. I've been working for myself 15 years straight. And I saved my money. I paid my bills. When I couldn't pay my bills, I don't know. I did with what I had until it got better. I had to minimize on my spending.
That's a big one.
I ain't spending as much. Or I downgrade. Or I sell some shit in a minute. If I'm in a Benz, I sell it and I go back to the Honda. And then I grind back up to the whatever else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't spending as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't spending as much. 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 I ain't spending as That how I survive.
Cause you know a lot of people during that pandemic they was like shutting businesses down and stuff like that, man. So hopefully we don't ever go through nothing like that again.
Telling you.
So people can get that. But it's it was a lot of business thriving. You know what I'm saying? Especially if they had what the people wanted, and there's people getting money they never had before, and they want the drip they ain't never had before.
Right.
So that go hand in hand with what you got going. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that was so you probably got picked up new clientele, all that. I'm like, bro, you still like, let me shop with you because the mall closed, like you say, like
right.
it was perfect.
Right.
Like it was perfect. It was a perfect connection.
Let me say this. Problem with black people, we don't like to work together. We don't like to help each other out enough. You know, like I got my little brother Bell. You know, he said he a reseller down here. He got his store 2 doors down from mine, but he started off, you know, hustling in my store with me. Man, he was doing it on the street too, you know, on his own. But I call him up. I'm like, little bro, you can come over here and bring your shit over here with me. Let's do it. Let's get this money together. Cause he bringing me his customers, and my customers and we
y'all back to back.
We gelling. we coming together as one, and we making it bread. And when we seen that shit work,
so when the new shoe drop, they gotta come back.
Come on, man. You need something to match these fold. Goddamn, I got you on. You know what I'm saying, on that.
That's tough, man. Cause I was over there, and Drip brought me over here. I'm like, I ain't know you was right here. I'm looking at you like, where you come from, man? Like,
right.
I ain't know you right. I was like,
I wasn't selling myself that day.
Yeah. Then I see him. I walk in. I'm like, Now he got the gift of the gab. This man, he got some money up out of me. You know what I'm saying? He robbed me blind. I'm just playing. He got some stuff in here, man. He got pieces in here. It ain't even that he got like he got pieces in here. You know what I'm saying?
Swear.
It ain't like I got this right here. I got a whole bunch of this. Like, nah, I got pieces. I don't have the same shirt 20 times. I got different varieties of shirts. You know what I'm saying?
The thing about black folk, man, we like instant gratification. We want this shit right now.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Hey, man, I know the mall closed, but you open. Hey, come
on. Like, he got everything. He got bags in here. He got shoes in here.
For the ladies.
He got hats in here.
Whatever you
and
need.
these bags is bags for the ladies. Like, this what we missing, because the women gonna buy.
Oh yeah, they definitely gonna buy. They definitely gonna buy.
I don't see too many women clothes in here. Are you gonna bump it up?
I was doing the women clothes, but it's kind of hard to keep up with the ladies.
It's hard
because they picky.
Oh, we talk about it.
They want some. I can't keep up with them.
So you need you a female.
If I do the women, I'm gonna have to do I'm gonna have to just do a store.
A whole closet. Look, we out here giving our sauce now. Come on, women.
I appreciate that, bro.
Step on their head about this girl store. You know what I'm saying? If you get a whole storefront and get you somebody to rent it, you be out, man. That way I'm gonna tell you like this: niggas don't be having, but women they be having. So hey, they're gonna take it to a.
Women got more money than these.
Come on, they ain't gonna shoot it through the stratosphere. You might throw a couple wigs in there. Look, I'm out here giving out the sauce. Look, I might just stop in.
God, they got it. I did. I ain't gonna lie. I was when I first opened. I was selling women clothes.
Throw some bedazzled bonnets in there, like, you know what I'm saying. Come on, man.
They definitely.
Come on. Ain't even gotta have a name. So with men, it gotta have a name on it.
Right.
With these women,
they ain't gotta have about that. Exactly.
Long as it fit it tight.
Right. As long as it fit their shape. And sometimes it don't even fit their shape. They still wear it.
Man, they throw some Payless heels in there. They'll rock. You know what I'm saying? Like that. These women, man, they gonna buy.
Yeah, I gotta tap in with the women, man.
Come on.
Do a little bit more. I'm definitely gonna get on that ASAP.
All right, so closing it out, man. This last segment, this your commercial, man. You know what I'm saying? We already know how to sell. So
you're the best.
Go ahead and sell it to the people, man. Tell them who you is, where to find you, where your storefront at, address, boom, sell it. Commercial.
Man, it's your boy Lil C, right here, big C. Not the little one, man. The biggest in it. We right here at C Closet. You know what I'm saying? 4500 Billy Williamson, Suite 13. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, you need that drip. You know what I'm saying? Hit me up. You need me, 478-250-5133. I'm gonna be right here. 12 o'clock, 7 o'clock every day, Monday through Saturday. You can come get some drip. And if you have any events going on, any party, baby shower, birthday party, whatever you got going on, make sure you hit me up for the hookahs. Same number. I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna have the best hookah service you ever had in your life. Extravagant Hookahs. Follow us on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at LLC CS Closet _ You can see all the stuff that we sell right here at CE Closet. Shout out to Bell, Prophet Flip, my little brother. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all shop with him. And basically, man, we're gonna get this money all 2023. On and on. Feel me?
And that's what we outside with. Gone.